Welcome to Last Wheel Cycling, where passion meets the peloton. We're here to share stories, tips, and the joy of riding.
Helping every cyclist from the first pedal stroke to the final sprint find their place in the pack. I'm Ryan,
And I'm Abdul.
and this is
Last Wheel Cycling. Episode?
number 3.
There we go.
Oh my goodness. I feel like we've been doing this forever.
We're moving up in the world.
All right. So
Mhm.
our topic of the day
Yeah.
is rookie to race day, but specifically the Tour de Victoria 2025.
And we just did that, and I think we had a blast.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
A lot of surprises for me, which I think I want to talk about.
Oh, yeah. We're going to talk about that.
But first off, let's talk about the conditions, the weather. How did we feel? So let's start with you. I mean, you've done the Tour de Victoria how many times again?
4, 5, I would say 4 times actually.
4 times? Okay.
Yeah, I can remember. Yeah.
So compared to last year, how are the conditions this year, and how did you feel?
This year, the weather condition was terrible, of course, as you know. Last year was okay, but last year's results was I was a little bit slower. I would say probably like 4 or 5 minutes slower. But this year, maybe with the rain, maybe it helped. I was faster this year.
It's funny, right? Because I actually thought, I was slower
Mhm.
in regards to what my fastest 100-kilometer ride. So I've done 2,
Yeah,
and technically, even though this was a 100-kilometer race, it ended up being about 97 kilometers.
it is, right? Well, basically on our Garmin computer,
Yeah.
right? But the official one is, 100K. And also that too, we just found out too with the elevation too as well.
Yeah,
Yeah, so it is. I don't know how they calculate that.
yeah,
Actually. That's
I know,
something we had
it's crazy.
like because it doesn't show on your computer, but then on the actual website, when you go check your results, you see 100K, you
100K.
see the meters. I was like,
Yeah.
how did that happen? Anyways,
So for me, a few things. The weather was not good.
Mhm.
Uh, Rain at the beginning, and it cleared up a little bit in the afternoon. By the end of the race,
Yeah, I would say probably like maybe an hour, 2 hours in, probably.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I think what surprised me the most is, one, I'm so blessed that I changed my tires.
Good.
I got brand new tires just for reference. Continental, come check us out.
Not sponsored yet.
Yeah, that's what it was. The Grand Prix 5000,
5002 or something.
Yeah.
else, right. The latest one.
and it was super grippy.
Yeah.
Like I actually felt really confident, and the 2 centuries I was averaging roughly about 28 kilometers per hour.
Yeah.
Without the elevation, so there was huge amount of elevation.
Yeah.
In this ride. Now, if you remember in episode number 2, I talked about my most elevation I've done on a ride, specifically a chilled ride. was like over 1,300.
Yeah.
This one was over 1,400.
Yeah.
Like it was. I don't have the exact number, but it was
Close
a
to
lot.
15. Yeah.
Yeah.
100. Yeah.
And so I felt pretty confident in the rain. Like
Mhm.
it wasn't too bad. The kind of surprised me is there was a lot of experienced riders,
Mhm.
and even the experienced riders, no matter what, there's going to be accidents.
Oh, yes.
There was a bunch of crashes.
Bunch of crashes. Because if it hasn't rained for a long time, when it starts, all of a sudden the roads get very slippery.
Yeah.
And even locals, right? I mean, this ride, a lot of people come from out of town
Yeah.
and do it. But like some of the local guys, we had a friend too that crashed too.
Yes.
And we
when
do
I-
that road all the time. So it's just, you got to be really careful.
And it was like different spots. Like there was an accident that happened right in front of me. And the rule is, because it's not, they really were very good at talking about this is not a race, it's a
Not race.
ride.
Yeah.
So if someone crashes
You
or
gotta
want to make
stop.
sure to stop.
Yeah.
And like literally 2 riders ahead of me, one rider, were going through like a sharp turn,
Mhm.
like after Mun.
Yeah.
And my tires were gripped. Like I was ready to go. And the the one rider ahead. So there was a one rider ahead, then another rider than me
Yeah.
went straight, like, and crashed.
Ooh.
Yeah, and it looked, but he was literally breaking everything that he could to
Yeah.
turn, and I don't know what it was. I don't know if he was confused that if he was supposed to turn right or turn left.
And then he just like panicked.
Yeah,
and
because
then-
it was a driveway.
yeah.
So it looked like he was going, or he felt that he was slipping,
Mhm.
and I thought it would be safer to go up the driveway.
God, did I say?
Right. But yes, there was a few people that stopped. I slowed down. They said they were good, and then we moved on. And yeah, I ran into. There was probably 3 crashes that I saw.
Wow.
One I didn't, but there was the ambulance there.
Yeah, I think I passed that guy.
You
like,
passed it,
Yeah,
yeah.
because there was a bunch of people there just letting us go through.
Yeah,
It was getting taken care of, but some guy was laying down there.
yeah,
I think blood in his face or so, but I think probably that would have been
yeah.
it. Yeah.
And then after that, it started. The rain kind of let up, and
Yeah, it
and it
started
was pretty
getting
clear.
dry. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think in the beginning, the tips that we had, me specifically being a rookie, my first race or event,
Yeah.
um, Carlos, like, hey, whenever you can, go your own pace, and when you find a group, grab their wheel and go.
100%.
And then if they're going too fast, don't worry, just move to the side, wait for another group.
Yeah.
Bang, and I totally tried in the beginning.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna call Abdul's group the lead peloton. They were the lead
We're
peloton.
actually
Yeah,
ahead.
you're the lead
Hey, this is the
peloton.
first time. Like it's crazy because now you see in like big races, like the guys that are way at the front, and then you have the lead car going.
Yeah,
I was one of those guys.
yeah, you were. I was like, and you stood out because the what I planned to wear for the race was different on race day because of the weather.
Mhm.
And you had this bright, like, green, light blue.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
light
teal,
blue,
yeah.
teal. And so I could see you. You're
He's
like,
like,
oh yeah,
"He's right there,
he's
he's
right there. He's
going."
right in the front group. And I think the only time that I got close to you in the race was when we had to stop before by 6 Mile Pub.
Yeah.
And
then
then we had to
take a
cross.
right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was the only time that I kind of caught up to you, which was fine. I was racing my own race. However, because of the rain, I couldn't really draft because once I was behind
And
someone's
then
wheel,
you're getting splashed
all over my face.
Yeah,
It was
I
crazy.
know.
It
Yeah.
was crazy.
But yeah, so from there we went up Mon, right?
Yeah.
And that's when the race really started on the hill.
Yeah.
That was tough. Yes, that was tough.
So let's talk about Mun Road.
Hmm.
And you a lot of people recognized your bike.
Yeah, that bike, you see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that bike.
We'll talk about it probably more in detail in another
In
episode.
another episode. Yeah.
If you're watching on YouTube, you should see it right here. Nice black and gold color scheme.
There you go. That's it.
Now, in the rides before the race,
Mhm.
I've done a couple rides with you, but I've never actually done Mun with you.
Actually, yeah.
Yeah, I haven't never done Mun with you.
We should do that.
How did you find that you were able to tackle Mun the way that you wanted, or did you go faster because it was race day?
It was actually I went slower in Mon this year, just knowing the weather condition. Right. I'm always like the most cautious rider out there. Like I have to be because I want to go home.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Right? So whether you're going uphill, downhill, I don't care. Please, right?
Yeah.
And it's more of like the other riders too, right?
Yeah.
You have so many people, inexperienced riders, and even experienced riders do crash sometimes. But I find Mon this time I just took my time because I didn't get a PR up there, but I got PRs some other places, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Made up time. So yeah.
Yeah, I felt a lot of people were going. I think we're very cautious.
Mhm.
I wanted to chase a PR up Mun, to be honest, except for I just didn't have the power that I felt I normally do.
Oh, so you've had a faster time doing a solo ride versus the wow.
Yeah, during the race. Now I got to
I see.
I got to double check it because I don't think now during Mun there was a few sections I PR'd.
Yeah.
I did, and And I think that's more so in Mun Road, for those of you that don't
Yeah,
know what we're talking
exactly.
about.
It was like, what is Mud
Yeah,
Road?
it's like rolling
Yeah, it's
hills.
one of the steepest climbs in town. Right?
Yeah.
It's very popular in Victoria. Everybody knows this road. So
And they even do a time trial. So there's that
Yeah.
time trial, they boom, and then you beep at the top because there's a short section. I think 3 kilometers or maybe
about that, let's do 2. Yeah,
let's say 2 kilometers.
Yeah.
Where it's just climb after climb after climb after climb. It just doesn't let up.
It just goes. Yeah.
And then you're at the top. Now, how fast do you think you went up Mun Road during the time trial?
On that, from the time check.
Yeah, where the check in.
I think about 22.
22 minutes.
Yeah.
Now I'm looking up at the race results, and you did it in 26 minutes and 11 seconds.
That's slow. Maybe I should sell the bike.
Now, King of the Mountain is what I'm assuming is that short.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, the steep. Yeah.
No, don't look.
Okay. Okay.
How fast do you think you did the KOM?
In seconds, I guess.
Yeah.
Is that in seconds?
Yeah.
Let's say 40 seconds.
12 seconds and 28.
Oh, that's not bad.
Oh no, sorry. Sorry. Maybe I'm getting this confused.
Yeah.
So there's the time trial. Where's the beep beep?
Yeah.
And then it's got the King of the Mountain. So I guess that's 12 minutes and 28 seconds.
Or the King of the Mountain, yes.
So that's a little weird, isn't it?
It is weird, actually. Yeah.
Okay.
We got to look at the stats and then.
Oh no! Sorry. This was the time trial, but the number one in your group did it in 12 minutes.
I see.
So you did. Oh, sorry. So the King of the Mountain for. Can we do that? Our age? We're in the same age group, so
Yes.
that's okay.
Of course.
So the age group in our division is males 45 to 49. I'll let you guess how exactly old we are. He did it in 26 minutes, 11 seconds, but the King of the Mountain, the fastest that went up that same period,
Yeah.
did it in 12 minutes and 28 seconds.
Isn't it wild?
Now that's 20 years of experience right there. Let's take a
That's
look.
good.
Let's take a look at the rookie.
No way. He might have a better time.
No, definitely not. So I did it in 29 minutes and 31 seconds.
That's not bad.
Yeah. Now, I don't think that's my fastest time during that segment.
That segment, yeah.
Yeah. I did it with Sean on Monday.
Yeah.
And that was supposed to be an easy ride.
And then.
But I did attack Mun. I attacked that section specifically.
Yeah, okay. So there you go.
So I eased up for the rest of it.
Yeah.
Up until that portion.
Yeah.
And like I was, but for whatever reason on race day, I did feel a little bit of a twinge in my calf and in the muscle right by my knee.
That's the cramping stuff.
The cramping. Now, for those of you that watched episode number 2, Abdul actually gave me some advice and he shared it with everybody.
And did you listen?
I So for context, if you listen to episode number 2, watch the whole thing. There's a lot of great stuff there. He said before race day, don't change anything.
Don't change anything.
Don't do anything. And you gave the example of rolling.
Yeah.
Right? So actually, I didn't roll at all. I didn't foam roll at all.
Yeah.
What I did do was some scraping.
Yeah.
And I scraped the muscle, the teardrop of the quad on both sides. And my right side was really sore and tender. So I put a little bit more time. I put a little bit more time there. Yeah. And in the morning,
you felt it.
I felt it. Yeah.
He's like, oh my God.
100%. Yeah. I was. So for those of you, it's not just foam rolling. Just take it easy.
Just take it super easy. Like I've done all the mistakes, right?
Yeah.
I've done it all. And even that being said, on this race day, I had a little bit extra scoop of my pre-workout stuff that I, use. And then of course, after the race, I was sick as hell. So there you go.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about that. Let's talk about our race pre-ritual, like what we did before the race.
Yeah.
Now, for context, let's talk about some of our chip time. So chip time is, when we pass the start line and when we pass the finish line.
Yeah.
Now, that's the official time. but our actual moving time would have been on Strava or
Yeah.
whatnot. So for me personally, my chip time, I was 3 hours and 39 minutes, 54 seconds. So
Mhm.
basically 340. Average speed 27.3 kilometers per hour. And you and I are in the same division. So I was 8 in our division
For his first
for my first 100
100,
kilometer.
right?
Very proud.
That was
Now,
pretty good.
Mr.
Really
Gila,
proud of you, buddy.
thank you.
Yeah.
And if it wasn't for our group rides
Right?
and triple shot, the group cycling club,
Yeah.
I don't think I would have done as well.
Yeah, because then you would have been that 350 to 4, right?
Yeah.
That's definitely it there.
My ultimate goal was to get it under 4 hours.
Yes,
That
but
was
you
my goal.
crushed it.
So for Mr. Gila, his chip time, not Strava, because I would have been happy with the Strava, is 3 hours, 11 minutes, 26 seconds,
Wow.
which works out to be an average speed of 31.3 kilometers per hour. And he placed second in our division
Yeah.
and 9th overall.
Not bad.
Top 10.
Not bad. That was the goal. That was the
That
goal.
you killed it.
And you got to hit that clap thing.
Okay,
right now.
hopefully.
Yeah, there you go. It works. There you go. That's good. Yeah.
So
That was fun.
what did you do the night before?
I like that question because after riding for so long, right? You've tried it all. I think I almost figured it out to where what works for me, right? I mean, eat the night before the pasta, whatever you have to eat, right? There's something that doesn't upset your stomach. But then when you wake up in the morning, literally all I do is actually, I should say something first because I have like Invisalign on. So maybe you might hear a little bit of, lisp or something.
Yeah.
But that makes me not eat during the ride. So, anyways, I do like banana in the morning, right? Trying to eat my banana, 1 or 2 bananas. And then I have 2 bottles, 1 water bottle and then 1 pre-workout stuff. I should have done 1 scoop. I did 2 and that,
Screw things up. Yeah.
But I found that's my solution. That's it.
That's
That
it.
worked for me.
So you didn't have any gels or anything
Nothing.
like that. Okay. So I mean, obviously, with your experience, you're dialed in. You know what works.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to figure out what works for me. So
Yeah, it's just going through trial. Just try a bunch of stuff, right? Just try and see what works for you. That's all it is.
yeah. So with my marathon experience, doing multiple half marathons and marathons, I typically eat roughly exactly the same the night before, except I just increase my carbs a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's all. I don't do drastic. I don't eat like whole
like burgers, fries, like
yeah. Like I don't eat so much or I won't eat a meal just carbs.
yeah,
Right. I'll typically have about 20, 30 grams of protein. And then let's just say my carbohydrates is maybe like 20, 30.
Mhm.
I might just double that, just the carbs. I won't change my protein or
Yeah.
anything like that. Just a little bit more carbs.
Mhm.
However, not to the point where I'm super full, where I can't like eat anything.
Yeah.
The only thing I did change this time, because, I had this guy tell me some great advice. and I went onto YouTube.
All for the greater good.
Yeah, all the
right?
greater good.
He's my buddy. I gotta take care of him.
So I went onto YouTube and was, for whatever reason, it showed up on my feed.
Yeah.
Was what to eat before race day.
Yeah.
And there was definitely a lot of your average cyclists that race a lot.
Yeah.
And one thing that was pretty much in common is a lot of them eat ice cream the night before.
Ice cream.
Oh,
So
I
I
was
gotta try
like,
that.
so
I want to try that. What?
So after my dinner,
Mhm.
I had a little bit of ice cream. I got some ice cream after.
Maybe that's why you cramped.
It might be. It might be. Now, in the morning, one thing that I will say, and it's for any race that I do.
Yeah.
I typically don't for whatever reason, I can never get a good night's sleep. I didn't have a good sleep
Oh,
the night
I didn't
before.
sleep at all.
Yeah.
We all didn't actually.
So I think that affected me a little bit.
Mhm.
And I think that's part to do with nerves as well, because you
Absolutely.
want to do your best.
Yeah.
So in the morning, I did everything the way that I normally do. I had, I think, about 2 hours, hour and a half before the race. I had two bagels,
Mhm.
and then I had like a electrolyte mix with some creatine.
Yeah. Nice.
And then 30 minutes before the race, or I guess 45 minutes, you came to my house at 8, right?
Yeah.
I had like this when I went to pick up my race gear,
Yeah.
there was that uh, booth that had gels and
Yes.
the waffle.
Yeah.
So
Outside the track store.
yeah, outside the track store, and so I bought a box of the waffles.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, in the thoughts of, okay, this is 20 grams of carbs.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Cool. And I just had one of those, and then I was good.
Yeah.
I had, my plan was, and I kept it, was one bottle of electrolytes with carbs
Mhm.
and one with just electrolytes, which served me really well.
Oh, good.
Except I did have honey stingers in my jersey,
Yeah.
and Exact Nutrition, which is what I use for my marathon, and a granola bar and Huma gels, just because
Wow,
it's,
you
it's easy on my stomach.
Oh, wow.
So my goal
Mhm.
was to take in 50 to 80 grams of carbs every hour.
Wow, he's got it down to a
Right.
science.
So, and so that will help me like not bonk.
Got
So
it.
bonking is like when there's no more energy in your legs and you just can't.
You just, your brain can't function
Yeah,
properly.
you depleted all your glucose.
Yeah.
And whatever.
He's shutting
However,
down. Yeah.
the whole idea of cramping from, again, I'm not a doctor, I'm not that much of an expert, but typically
Mm.
is usually not enough salt.
Yeah.
Because salt is what kind of helps you
Like just,
contract your muscles.
yeah,
Right.
right?
So the honey stingers I did not like it.
You didn't, eh?
Not doing the ride. The Exact Nutrition.
Isn't it hard to chew as well?
It was like in my mouth.
Yeah, because I remember when
brutal.
I used to, eat, when I was riding before, I remember that vividly. It's just hard to chew. And those bars too. Like, which bar did you use?
So I didn't actually eat the bar.
You didn't eat the bar.
I didn't eat the bar. Huma gel.
Yeah. Was it good?
Oh, I that's what I always use for
Okay,
running.
you've used it.
Yeah, so I've used it, no problem. And Exact Nutrition like gummies.
Yeah.
And they like melt in your mouth, like easy to
Easy
chew.
to chew, right?
Loved it. I just didn't have enough of those, so I got honey stingers
Mhm.
because our friend James,
Yeah.
like he usually has the honey stingers, and yeah, and that was probably my fault. That was my first time ever actually using it during a ride.
During the ride.
Usually I'll have one of those, like if James offers me or whatever.
Yeah.
When we stop.
By the way, we're gonna have James here. pretty
James will
soon.
be here. He did amazing on this race.
Yeah.
He came in third in his division.
Yeah.
And Abdul did 3 hours, 11 minutes.
Yeah.
And James,
Which he beat me last year,
unbelievable.
but this year I got him.
Yeah.
I'll let him come here and defend himself.
Goodness. Wait a minute. What did I say you did?
I did 3:11.
How many? Okay. James did it in 3 hours, 11 minutes, 58 seconds.
Yeah. What year was that though?
No, this is this year.
Okay.
And you did it in
3:09 probably.
no 3 hours, 11 minutes, 26 seconds.
Well, there you go.
No, that's official chip time.
Chip time. Yeah.
So that means he was like 30 seconds behind you.
He was. He was right behind me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Because I dropped him on a hill, and then that's when it was just like probably like 3.
that's when you go all out, right? Like that's when
3K
you're
to the
kind of
finish.
yeah.
But he was right behind me. Yeah.
So when you see the finish line, just
Mhm.
out of curiosity, do you sprint? Like if there's people in front of you?
There wasn't. So luckily, there was no need for sprinting. But I just I was just one speed, like 5K to the end. I just held that speed, and
Yeah.
that was it. Yeah.
And there was an opportunity for me to sprint.
Oh.
Like there was.
Yeah.
except I would have felt bad because when everyone wants to have photos together to cross that finish line.
And especially you've been drafting behind somebody maybe too.
Not this time.
Not
Okay, I
this
got a
time?
story. I got a story about that. And and I could have sprinted and passed them.
Yeah.
But it just would have been so rude and disrespectful
Who
because
cares? It's a race. He said, that's what it's a race. It's not a ride. There you go. When you start to tell you it's not, it's what is it? It's a ride, not a race.
Yeah,
But
it's
I
actually
guess
a race.
if you're a bit close to me to move up
Yeah.
on that podium to somewhere, I'm gonna go.
Now, because in our cycling club, we have a specific ride and it's sprints.
Mhm.
So you're focused on the sprint. So I kind of know where my power
You
output
stayed
is and
and
where I
then-
can really pass someone.
Yeah.
And they were right in that sweet spot distance where
Yeah.
if I push right now and sprint, I'd pass them. And literally it would be like 5 seconds before the finish line. It would be kind of like that pass.
Yeah.
And I didn't. And in reality, when I look at the numbers, it would have just been seconds anyways.
And what's your ranking? Where did you finish?
8.
And overall.
Oh, 64th, I think.
So it would have been 63.
Maybe. Yeah. Technically 62.
62. We'll never know.
Yeah, we'll never
right?
know. Yeah. Okay. So, what are some highlights? What do you remember about the race? Where like, man, this felt really good, or this felt really bad.
You know what? Even though the weather like starting was crappy, right?
Yeah.
I felt good that morning. It was weird. Like
I'm glad you did. I
I was
nerves.
dressed for it too, right? Because I
Yeah.
had gloves, I had my booties on. People were saying their feet got soggy and stuff, but I was ready for it. I think in the beginning, I wish I could just ditch my clothes and stuff. But
Yeah.
I was pretty. I didn't sleep well, of course, but
Yeah.
I guess we all didn't. But I felt kind of good that day. I felt it actually. There you go.
Yeah. I was a little bit. I felt.
Nervous.
I was nervous, but it wasn't that. It was when you have a certain routine
Mhm.
and you wear your jersey, you wear your bib, certain shoes.
Yeah, because you
right?
had your in your mind.
In my mind,
and
I
then
knew
the weather
exactly.
changed.
And once
morning, it was true.
so it was a little annoying. Like
Yeah.
things were just a little bit off.
Yeah.
So I was in my mind. I have 2 sets of cycling shoes:
Mhm.
a black pair and I got a white pair.
Yeah.
The white pair is the newer pair, and that is what I was training with on the rides that I knew would help me for the race.
Yeah.
Okay, which was the white pair,
Mhm.
and then the black pair is just for regular rides or whatever. So I haven't changed the cleats on them or anything like that. So they're like the same cleats.
Mhm.
I originally bought them, I guess, or whatever.
Yeah.
And I wore those. I normally wear just the bib, but then I end up wearing tights just because it was raining.
Like full on winter gear.
Yeah, just like winter gear. I normally just wear a jersey and then I put a raincoat on.
So
type of
pretty
thing.
much what he's trying to say, the swag wasn't there.
Hey, it wasn't there. It didn't feel good. I didn't feel comfortable. No, but it wasn't even like when I went up, went off my saddle
Mhm.
and to push through, let's say, a flat or a hill,
Mm.
because the tights weren't a part of the bib.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
the tights
If
were
the
a
ride
little
is-
bit loose.
Yeah.
It kept catching
The
in the
friction, yeah.
it kept catching on the end of the saddle, and it was like kind of annoying. And yes, my shoes were soaked, were absolutely soaked. They felt heavy. We did not feel good, and yeah, so I felt a little bit off.
Yeah, you
little bit
you
off.
had your routine.
Yeah.
I get it, right? So, but yeah, it was funny because one of our friends told us the weather looked dry. James said actually, James said because this is where he lives, right, or in this area, it was dry. And then we looked, and then Sean closer to where I live, right, closer to Ryan and I. And then he's like, I don't think so. You should look outside.
Yeah, you
So I
should
was
look
like,
outside.
oh, what are you talking about? As soon as I opened the window, I was like, oh my God, torrential downpour that morning.
It was crazy. It was crazy.
It was wild.
And so Abdul went to my house. So he rode to my house, and then we rode together to the start, where the race starts. And even then, I was still trying to figure out what I was going to wear.
Then I just like, oh, what should I,
Like
like,
I literally was gonna rip off the tights. I was like,
yeah.
oh, I should take these off. It's gonna get
But
warm.
the mistake I did though, like I probably should have maybe taken my rain jacket off before.
I did.
I
I
didn't
did.
because I was a little bit hot going up man.
Yeah.
So I was
Yeah.
cooking in that, right? And I had to take it off, but then it just felt like that's why I didn't get a PR.
Same thing though.
Wonder why.
I should have not wore my tights.
Yeah.
I should have just left them off because I did also feel very warm
Hmm.
up, man. I did. I'm glad I took off my raincoat
Yeah.
before we started.
Yeah.
So we were all at the start line, and then maybe when they're doing the 10-second countdown, I
Yeah.
was like, screw this.
Yeah. We share some photos,
Yeah,
right? You will see some photos.
100%.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think that made me feel a little bit better.
Yeah. But you know what? All in all, I think you did a fantastic job, right? So I think next year you are going to go up. We're going up.
Yeah, next year. So we've been talking about this because you've been doing. So I know you didn't want to share your very first ride.
Can you
So
actually look that up?
what year was it?
I think probably, this is probably 20. I think if you just probably just look like maybe 2010. No, not 2010. 2010.
2010.
Let's try 2010.
Okay.
I don't know if that will show up. But the very first ride I did actually was 160.
160.
Because I started riding, I got the itch, right? I went through the rabbit hole, right? And all excited, I did the 160, and it's actually raining that time too.
Yeah, you're saying
crazy, and that's when I cramped up major that year. Actually,
was that race in August?
yeah, around the same time, yeah,
No, it doesn't look like it's recorded
yeah.
for 2010. Not on here, anyways. Unless
Oh,
they
yeah.
use something different.
Yeah.
Let's
But
go.
but yeah, that's what it was. Like it was just very uncomfortable, my very first race. But you only get better from that, right? But anyway, since then, I've never done the 160, right? So I don't even think I've done the 140 because now I've always been doing the hundreds, right?
Hundreds.
So,
Yeah.
yeah. So I think next year, I think I'm gonna do the 140 for sure.
Oh, so it says here 2012 is when it started. So maybe that's why. Was it the first one?
Yeah, probably. Yeah,
Okay.
actually, maybe.
Yeah, let's do that.
Or maybe 2013 or something like that. Maybe it will come up. Yeah.
So I think next year, what are you gonna do?
140.
140 for sure, 100%.
100%.
Okay. I may just do the 100 again.
Yeah, and then try and get a better time. What do you think?
Well, right now, not necessarily for a better time, just because
Why?
the 100 was challenging. It was challenging. So that might change as I get better during the winter
Mhm.
and how I feel in the beginning of next year of 2026.
Yeah.
I think I might do the 100 again.
Okay.
I doesn't mean that will be my final decision. I think I'm going to do a few more rides and see how I feel because the longest ride I've ever done is
Which is like-
100.44.
And that was like 3 weeks ago.
That 3 weeks ago.
Right?
So I don't know how it feels doing more than that.
You will be fine.
I love it. I love it. I love
I'm
it.
telling you, like now that you've done that hard ride, like
Yeah.
it's just easy. You trust me. When the moment you get on your bike again, you just be like, this is so easy now. So there you go.
It's true. So
Easy,
we were talking about in past episode about Mun Road. Like when I first did Mun, I told Abdul I had to get off my bike. I could not do Mun from beginning to end.
Yes.
And then I asked him. I said, how tough do you how tough do you think Mun is? And what did you say?
It is hard.
But now,
yeah, like if you haven't done it, anybody really that like doesn't ride a lot, Mun can be really daunting, right?
Yeah.
It's not a easy. That's why they put it in the races, right? Because it's it's a very strong climb, right?
yeah, and honestly, so one thing before I get to talk about some of the ride, because it's my very first ride, was there anything that kind of happened during the ride that was memorable or that you felt, man,
Actually,
that was really
yes.
cool?
There was actually a bystander, like, somebody cheering, right?
Yeah.
And there was this lady, I think it was like around 40K or so, was like her and a partner. They were like just the loudest cheer on the side of the road, right? Just yelling and screaming,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, that feels good. So kept going. And I think on 80K, it was the same people that were on the side of the road. I was like, what?
Well,
How did they get there? So they were just going all over the place and cheering people.
that's awesome. I did remember seeing one lady, the same lady twice.
Yeah.
She was wearing a white jacket,
Yeah,
raincoat.
I think that was her.
That's the same. Yeah,
That's
she
her.
stood out to me. I was like,
Yeah.
oh my gosh,
Yeah.
how did you get here?
Right? I know. Yeah, so that was memorable for sure. And then what else? Oh, of course. So my wife did the 80K. She did the 80K.
80. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, my wife did the 80K. So basically I did the 100 and coming closer to the end and I caught up with her. So that was another shocking moment. She's like,
Yeah.
hey, that's my wife right there. And it's funny though. She's like, wait for me. I was like, no, I'm not waiting. I gotta beat James.
Oh.
So anyways, yeah, she wasn't happy about that.
So yeah, we have a group, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to share this. Okay.
Why not?
But yeah, there is a certain people in the group that are very strong. And again, I'm a rookie, so it's nice to beat one person in the group. And there was Carlos who did the 160.
Yeah, he's top dog climber.
Yeah, he's amazing. That guy is a beast.
Oh yeah.
And so humble.
Yeah.
Like what?
He's the Tade in the group, the Tade Pagash in our group.
Unbelievable. Out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Just surges. And you're just like, where did that come from?
It just keeps going.
And another guy in our group, Sean,
yeah.
he did the 80K last year.
Yeah.
And he did the 100K.
Actually, he did the 60 last year.
It was a 60?
Yeah.
Okay,
and then,
60.
Yeah. And then he jumped up to the 100.
And so this is his first time doing 100.
That's it. Yeah.
It is my first time just doing any race.
Yeah.
And he passed me.
He passed you where?
Sean, if you're watching this, you know this
have to come here to defend yourself. Everybody does. We're name dropping here.
My mind was focused and trying to have a purpose. Let's just be clear. And so when he passed me on mud, I'm like, you know what? I think I can catch up to Sean.
Yeah,
catch up to Sean. Now we both had a plan.
Mm-hmm.
So first off, Abdul, you did not stop at any aid station.
No aid station. One pre-workout bottle of water.
Never left.
That's it. Gone.
Yeah. So for me, I did have a plan
Mm-hmm.
to stop to 2 aid stations. And so did Sean. Sean had like, hey, I'm going to stop at 2 aid stations.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, I didn't plan which aid station I was going to stop at.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Sean's very specific in his training and in his modalities.
It's been working well for him. Actually.
Yeah. And so he had specific aid stations he was going to stop at.
Yeah.
So because I didn't know, I was like, hey, I don't know if I can catch up to Sean. And every time I saw someone that kind of looked like Sean, I surged.
You're like, oh,
I surged to try to catch up.
Yeah, of course.
And I actually thought he was well ahead till I met up with Carlos. And then Carlos said, no, I saw Sean. He's like way back there. I was like, okay. No. But now I was like, I got to keep moving forward.
That's it.
And not look back. Like anyone that looks like Sean ahead of me is not Sean. Race my own race.
Yeah.
But then stay ahead. And then at the end, I found out, we were only like 5 minutes apart. Like not that far apart.
Not that far apart.
Yeah.
There you go.
So I did find 2013. So first off, you've done all 100K.
Yeah.
Except for one.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess in 2013, they didn't have the 160. It was 140.
140. So there you go. So that's what I did.
You want to know your stats?
Yeah, let's just.
Okay.
I can't remember. Yeah, let's go.
So 2013. That is a long time ago.
Row, ladies and gentlemen.
All right. And this is your first.
That was the first ride.
Yeah, first ride.
Yeah, that's accurate. Actually, 2013.
He did that in 5 hours
and 40 minutes
and 49 minutes.
I remember that.
And 43 seconds.
Yeah.
Now let's just be clear. This year, 2025, he was 9th overall for the 100K.
Yeah, for the 100K.
For the 140K at this time, you were 458 overall. And they didn't have divisions at this time, by the way.
We gotta delete that stat. What the hell is that?
458.
Hey, actually, I was on a steel bike. That's it. I was on a steel, no Ultegra. I can't remember what it was, Tiagra or whatever it is.
Do you remember the bike you rode that year?
I think it was my father-in-law's bike. Actually,
Okay, there you go.
he had an older Trek aluminum
Yeah.
bike. That's what I used.
Did you? Okay.
And it was smaller for me, right? The helmet was a little bit wonky, geeky looking, right? But yeah, that's how I started.
But hey, you did the 104. I can't say I did.
What was my average speed, actually?
It doesn't show. Like it doesn't.
show, eh?
It's
Too slow to come up.
No. I just don't think the technology was there.
Yeah, it was
Like,
old.
Yeah, it was brand new. No, because this was like maybe the second year they did it.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah,
Yeah.
2012 they started.
Yeah, and then 2013. So in retrospect, you still beat out over 300 people.
I should be happy.
I'm just saying.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, right. So that's not too bad.
And what was the elevation? It was the same, like 1,400.
It would have been more. It would have been way more.
Yeah, I think they did. I think it was close to 1,600
Yeah.
back then. It was way tougher, actually.
So, which is confusing. So I looked at my stats on Strava, and I compared it to some other people that did the 100. My elevation showed over 1,400. For some people, it showed less than 1,400.
Yeah, that's why I don't know how GPS, right?
Or they just walked up and it didn't calculate that.
Probably,
maybe?
right?
Okay.
I don't know how they do it.
Yeah, that's
So,
weird.
But yeah, everybody's rides off. Like my kilometers on my Garmin was off by like 3K, and then
Yeah. So I'll talk a little bit about my portion of the ride. One big highlight, I rode a little bit with Ryder Herschel. So that was
Hirschdall?
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah, he was cool. So, and I met him once at the Trek store, and again, I could be just speculating because he was ambassador.
Yeah.
So it's not like he was pound, like he wasn't racing this ride.
No, he was there for PR.
Yeah,
right?
he was
Like,
there and he was like making sure everyone was safe.
Yeah.
Everyone was having a good time. And I passed him on a hill. And to be clear, I
Wow,
know
he passed Ryder Hirschdall on the hill.
but we all know like he's a pro. He was a
won
pro
Giro
racer.
d'Italia,
Yeah,
right? So
like
he was next level.
this is. I mean, for all we know, this could have been just
Hey,
like
you should have had like your camera and take a picture and frame it.
well, and he had a different bike. He had like this hybrid bike. Yeah,
Yeah, he's retro, right?
he was pretty sick. And so that was one highlight. Second highlight was at the end. No, actually, I shouldn't call that a highlight. A highlight was running into Carlos because he was doing the 160.
Yeah, he's our buddy in our group.
Yeah,
right?
so we were able to ride together, which was awesome. And a beast. Now he was cramping up a little bit. He's doubled already the kilometers. We're already
hit
riding
the 160.
He 160
and still caught up with Ryan on a 160. That's
and passed me
and passed him
and
too.
left me in the dust.
That's
for the last portion.
Right.
I feel bad. This one at the end. We saw a lot of people drafting people, right? And there was this one guy, and to be clear, I tried to draft. I drafted a little bit. Don't get me wrong. There was some fast people that I was able to keep up with, and I pulled a little bit, and we were switching back and forth.
Yeah,
and that felt good. And then at the very end, I cramped up a little bit, so my left calf cramped up, and I had to pull over. But when I got back on the road, there is this guy that we were just chatting back and forth, and like, hey. And I go, hey, we're almost at the end. And I was giving us motivation and like, let's push it. And he's like, hey, let's ride together. You pull for 100 meters or so. I'll pull for 100 meters and then go. And so I said, okay. And we were kind of, what road is that? Beach Drive.
Yeah.
When we go down and then there's kind of like a little hill. So I said, hey, I'll start to pull. Mm-hmm. And so I start pulling and I start increasing the speed a little bit.
Yeah.
And then now I'm feeling tired. So I'm this guy hasn't pulled up yet. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure it's been 100 meters. And I look back and he's way back there. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to go. I'm just going to go.
Anyway,
And yeah, I just pushed it all to the end.
that's good.
But I did feel bad because I kept looking back and I got tired, still not catching up. And then I thought to myself, should I slow down? And I were like literally at the end, like 3 kilometers left.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Yeah.
So, and I powered up King George. And then
Nice.
once that was done,
That's your road.
Yeah,
You know that
yeah.
road. We do it in the morning on our group rides. So yeah, that's what I did. I kind of saved it at the last uplands, right? So probably like 10K in, and then I just blasted through them.
Same with me. Like once I saw that section, once I saw King George, or no, the golf course. Once I saw the golf course, I was like, okay, that's it.
Yeah.
And if I didn't crank up by the Oak Bay Marina, I would have been able to fly the rest of the way. It was pretty intense. So Tour de Victoria, I think our whole group did really, really well.
Yeah.
So apart from our not the triple shot running group, just our friends, personal friends.
Yeah, in our group. Yeah.
Abdul second in his division. James third in his division.
Yeah.
Carlos, the beast, he was second in his division
as well.
For 160. I was 8th in my division, and Sean was 11th in his division.
So
that's really good.
Yeah. We're not bad.
Yeah, I thought that was really impressive for our group.
Mm-hmm. We did well.
Yeah.
We showed up.
I'm really happy.
All this riding, we've been doing paid off.
So here's the question: what's next? What's next?
Well, you know what I want to do? I want to do the Triple Crown in Vancouver.
So that's Seymour.
Yeah. Grouse, I think.
Grouse, Seymour, and
what's the other one here? I'll pull it up here.
So this is, again, everyone flies in to do the Triple Crown.
Yeah.
From all over the world.
From all over the world. And it's a very popular ride in Vancouver. I just had a buddy send it to me. There we go. We're pulling up from Strava. So let's go. So let's see here. We'll look at the map. There you go. So that's, where is that? North Van.
What is this? Grouse.
This is Grouse, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then the other one, I'm sure somebody...
No, Cypress.
Somebody knows this already.
Yeah,
that, right? But, so Cypress, there you go. So that's all 3, right?
Yeah.
There you go.
That's
Seymour.
crazy.
Yeah, Seymour, yeah.
Yeah, Seymour and Grouse.
Perfect. Yeah, that's what I want to do. So total elevation for that one is 20. Well, it depends on where you start, but it's like close to 2,500, I think, elevation.
And when's the Triple Crown?
When is it?
Yeah.
Oh no, you can literally
just do whenever. Okay.
It's called the Triple Crown.
Yeah.
Just conquering all 3 mountains.
Yeah.
You can do whenever at your own pace, whenever you want.
I think for me, I am continuing to cycle, of course. I'm gonna learn how to swim.
Oh yeah,
you learn how to swim.
The what is it called? Lionel Sandals, the Canadian guy.
I don't know.
Oh, Ross, you should look him up. He won
know.
Actually the World Championship triathlete. Yeah.
My friend got me some books. Mm-hmm. Shout out to Phil. He does triathlons. He's our age.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's maybe a year or 2 younger, maybe, or maybe 3 years younger. Still, early 40s, and he technically turned pro. Yeah. For not like it's the gravel version of triathlon.
Oh, okay.
I forget what it's called. Amazing athlete, like amazing. I've he's got to come ride with us. He lives in Nanaimo.
Okay.
He's a professor at the university there.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Good for him.
So I think next for me, for when it comes to cycling, I think I just want to increase my distance.
Elevation, of course.
My elevation.
That's key. Elevation.
And
continue with the ride.
Oh yeah. I'm going to continue
right?
Triple shot for sure. Get an indoor trainer.
Yeah.
I think during this winter, I still want to stay fit on the bike. It's crazy because when I felt good before, like we were riding during winter.
Yeah.
I I think January, February, I didn't ride at all.
Yes, you didn't.
And then I think March, April.
Because, yeah, you were doing marathon
Yeah,
training.
I was marathon training.
Yeah.
And when I started riding it, I think it was May. Sorry, May. So I didn't ride from November to May.
Mhm.
And I was not fit on the bike.
And you still did well, right? So there
Yeah.
you go. So you get massive improvement. You're going to be flying up those hills next year.
I definitely, and then again, we're going to talk about this as closer we get to that date. I'm going to carve out Hurricane Ridge. I got to do that next year.
That is a spectacular
Hurricane
climb.
Ridge.
It is. Oh, yeah. You would love that.
Yeah, and it was there was a switch during this Tour de Victoria for me, because I think, like most people, as a new rider, hills are brutal.
Nobody likes hills.
Everyone pray like, I don't want to hit a hill.
That's the thing. It's funny you said that. People that ride a lot, they're like, "Oh, I love the hills."
Yeah.
But really, we don't love the hills. Like, let's be real, right? So, but they do pay the bills.
They do, and this, again, I think I said this earlier. We practiced this segment of MUN,
Mhm.
and our triple shot ride really helped us for the end of the ride, because the end of the Tour de Victoria was the same segment that we do every single week.
Yeah.
But that middle part, I did not expect that many hills. I was kind of blown away. I was surprised.
That there's a lot packed in that little area square there. Yeah.
Yeah, and the reality is, I kind of just accepted it. It wasn't like, because it was a race, I just accepted, okay, there's another hill.
Mhm.
I don't know what's coming up, but if there's another hill, I'm prepared for it.
You're prepared.
And I kind of found my cadence. I kind of found like, okay, if I don't have to attack every hill. I think in the past I was like attacking every hill.
Yeah.
And then I could stop at the top and just rest and chill. And don't get me wrong. You, in an event, you can do that. My goal was to get from beginning to end with
Yeah, I
only
think
two stops.
it's more called like the smart racing, right? Because that's why you played it conservatively, and I think it did work.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. I think
you
next time
blow
though,
up
I'm
in
going to
the
draft
beginning.
more.
There you go. That's it.
Awesome.
That is it. Yeah. So that's this episode 3, right?
All right. Tour de Victoria.
Yes.
Now, if you want to hear more about Tour de Victoria, or there's other things that you wanted to hear, please leave it in the comments.
Yep.
You can, this episode, 1, 2, and 3 are sponsored by Instagram.
Oh, my Instagram. Project Yilla. Let's go.
And Project Fit Daddy. And of course,
I thought you were going to say sponsored by something else. So I was like, what? We got sponsored?
Sponsored by us. It's by us, really, in reality. Check us out as well. Last Wheel Cycling on Instagram.
Yes.
YouTube. And Spotify.
Yeah.
Apple
Like,
Music.
comment, share, please. We're local in Victoria. We're trying to grow this channel, so you can help us out.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
So we'll catch you
On the next one.